Hey guys, so I'm back home, and as you saw earlier in the previous video, we had a little incident at the park. I just got done saying that we usually don't walk all the way around because there's a house over there and they have dogs in the yard, and Ozzy would just bark and try to go play with them and stuff, and he'd go crazy whimpering and whining and crying and all that. So we usually just walk a different way, which is what I was going to do today. And there were two dogs out of the fence that were in that belonged to that yard, to that person. And one of them took off running. The other one, you couldn't tell in the video, but she jumped across the creek and came to us, and when you saw her jumping up and down, and Ozzy, he didn't want to hurt her, he just wanted to play with her, and he was going crazy because I wouldn't put him down, and I didn't want him jumping on her and scaring her. So I went and put him back in the car, and she's running all over the place, and I was afraid she was going to get hit because it's not that far from the road. The trail, or the track, is not that far from the road. So I put him in the car. I rolled down the window a little bit because it was really, really, really hot. And so she was running everywhere. I picked her up, and I was looking around thinking maybe somebody's looking for her. So I went to walk back toward that side of the park where their house is, and I didn't see anybody out there. And he's going crazy in the car, like whimpering and whining and crying and just wanting out. And so she took off back running toward the car. And so I turn around and go back to get her. And I pick her up. And I'm just looking around everywhere. And I can't find anybody. I don't see anybody looking for her. And I'm thinking, well, surely she belongs to those people. There's a couple houses there, but it's the only time I've seen dogs. And so there's a fire department right next to the park. So I went walking with her over to the fire department. Here's Ozzy. Thinking maybe they know who she belongs to since they're right there beside it. Well, I walked in, I didn't see anybody. So I was like, well, I'll just go see if I can find her myself. I'm not sure where they were. They might have been busy or something, but so I take her. I start walking back toward my car, and there's this car that slows down in the road. And she said, "Did you find a dog?" She rolled on the window and said, "Did you find a dog?" Okay, sorry, my phone cut off or something, went crazy. But so basically the woman rolls down the window and she says, "Did you find a dog?" And I said, "Yeah, is she yours?" And she said, "Yes, unfortunately, she's mine." So I was like, well, okay. So she parks in the road. I don't know why she didn't park in the parking lot, but so she parks in the road, and I bring her over there, and she said that was like the third time that she'd got out, and she called her Daisy. She said her name was Daisy. She was a little chihuahua with little spots on her. She was really cute, really fat, but she said that was like the third time that she had gotten out that week, and that she usually would have to patch up holes in the fence because she's a little escape artist and likes to get out. But she said her husband was on dialysis, and if anything ever happened to her, that he would be devastated. And sorry, laughing at Ozzy. Look at him. He's a little wore out from his ordeal. Well, he's so cute. But anyway, so she said, "I'm glad you found her," and she said, "I'm going to have to find a better system, better way to keep her in the fence." And well, I said, "Well, now that I know who she belongs to, if I ever see her out again, I will know where to take her." And by this point, I had called my cousin who lives down the street, and I said, "I need you to come help me because I have this dog. I have Ozzy in the car." It was like 90 degrees today. Oh. And supposedly the last day of summer, and it's 90 degrees. So it was really hot. I didn't check the weather before I went walking today, and I should have. So I knew it was going to be really hot in that car, and I did not want to leave him in there at all. And And it wasn't fair for him to be in there anyway. And I wasn't near him. So she just takes her home, and she's like, well, y'all feel free to come by and see me anytime. So you can tell she's a little sweet southern grandmother, but it was the cutest little dog. But I was just so glad I found the owner, because I'm like, I'm going to have to take this dog home and help find her home. Because I knew she belonged to somebody. She had a little harness on and she had a collar, so I knew she belonged to somebody. And she was well taken care of, you could tell. She was the sweetest little dog. So yeah, that was my epic fail of a walk today. I ended up getting Ozzy out of the car, and I sat down at the pavilion at the park and called my husband, because he tried to call me twice during this ordeal. And so I explained to him what had happened, and I gave Ozzy some water, because he was so thirsty. And we walked one time around the track. Well, we walked a mile, because I was like, I'm going to get something in today out of my walk. So we walked a mile, and he was tired. He was ready to go. So we left and came home. And he's been pretty much good for nothing ever since. Yeah, hadn't you, Ozzy? Look at him. Isn't that why Ozzy? Look. He's dead. He's rotten. So, yeah, I just wanted to explain to y'all what had happened, and maybe the next walk we go on will be better. Which is, this is the whole reason why I wanted to start YouTube and vlogging and everything, is to capture crazy moments like this. Because what was supposed to have been just a simple walk turned into a big ordeal. And we were just going to go for a short walk and then come back home, because my Auburn Tigers, woohoo, is playing LSU today. And so we were just going to go on a quick walk and come home and watch the game before it came on. But thank goodness I had it set up to record in case I missed the beginning of it, because I ended up missing about the first quarter. And so that's what's on the TV now, and Auburn's getting their butts handed to them by LSU, and I'm not excited or happy about that. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to make this video to let y'all know what had happened. And hopefully our next walk will go a lot better. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.